everybody? Coming in hot on a Thursday, almost afternoon. We got about, I don't know, it's late in the UK. So thanks, Moz, for joining us, by the way.
Well, it's 5:30, so it's not too
5:30
bad.
over there. It's 11:37 here in the
Yeah,
morning. So not too bad.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
It'll
I
be
heard
my
you were a
bedtime in a couple of hours.
couple hours, couple hours. You had a long day of training. How'd that go?
Really good, really good. It was a very personal training session. It was a one-on-one today. Um,
Oh,
it
nice.
was late in the year, so we had to schedule it in before Black Friday and Christmas.
Hmm.
Yeah, really good, really, really good. Um, the chap learnt a lot. I learnt a lot as well about him and what he was doing. And it's always good to talk to detailers that are in it. You know,
Hmm.
the grinding, they're in it, giving you the real world problems,
Yep.
trying to find solutions to their problems, trying to find efficiencies and how they can
Hmm.
improve their wash cleaning processes.
Yep.
Um, yeah, really good.
Yes. Speaking of Black Friday, we got the UK brands this week, so perfect timing for Miles to jump on because we got Garage Therapy, Cars, Mile Deep, all big discount, everybody. This only happens once a year, 25% off these UK brands, so go check them out before the end of the week. You only got a couple days left. What's Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Yeah, a couple more days, so take advantage while you can. And yeah, we learned that too going to California this past weekend. We went to Hector's H2O, had a grand opening. And it's nice to definitely talk to the guys who are out there every single day grinding. They're going to tell you just what's up, what's happening, what's the
That
scene
looked a
like.
really great launch, by the way. That
It
was
was
really
it,
impressive.
it was crazy.
I was joking to Roger, right? I was saying, "Oh God, this is nearly as big as Waxstock in the UK." The setup that they had there was really good.
H2O really has a base behind them, a support group that is really
Yeah,
powerful, and they really show up every time they have a little get together. You just see the van builds came in, it wrapped around not only his parking lot, but it extended into the street. The cop showed up at one point because the building beside us was apparently real
really.
angry about us. So, like, the people showed up. It was a phenomenal, phenomenal event. And you can get garage therapy out there in California at H2O, all three
They
locations. So,
they do an excellent job in representing all their brands they
yep,
carry. Really good
yep,
job.
yep. Really nice prime real estate on the shelving. And they
Yeah,
got the coatings up front. So today it's a good time to go over one of the garage therapy coatings, and one I used this week. Just funny how this all lines up because I was telling Moz, perfect car came in. It had a previous ceramic coating on it, but it was looking a little ugly, looking a little dull,
mm.
had a little water spotting on it, had just some light love marks from pulling up the car shows, constantly getting wiped down. It was the perfect time to shave off that top coat and apply a new one, and that's Chimera V2 from Garage Therapy. It's just the perfect ceramic top coat. So that's what we're going to deep dive today on the podcast with Moz. So if you got any questions, primarily towards ceramic coatings, now's the time to ask it. I'll start starring it. We'll have a Q&A at the end. Eddie might jump in eventually. He's getting swamped today with phone calls and meetings as we
Popular
do
man.
towards the end of the week. Oh, yeah. So
Popular man.
we'll get started here today. Did you go over your coatings today and Chimera specifically with your training session?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
That's effectively um, the other 50% of the coating. So
Mm,
the training goes over the liquid products that they use. The maintenance, the decon, the maintenance, the protective products, and then we focus heavily near the end of the day on the coatings. So I'm all programmed up to talk about Chimera because I've been doing it all day.
beautiful. Well, let's get started then.
Yeah,
Chimera, why the development? Why'd you go with kind of a top coat system?
yeah.
All that jazz.
Great question. So Chimera existed originally to feed our pro only coating Typhon. There's common chemistry between um, our professional coatings and Chimera. So Chimera was specifically created to feed those professional coatings. What we mean by feed is as the coatings degrade over time, there's going to be areas that wear a little bit thin and need topping up, and that's where Chimera comes in. Now, the brief of that expanded because obviously we have consumer coatings, as we would call them. Now, that doesn't mean just because it's a consumer coating that anyone can buy, there's any less quality or magic juice in than our pro coatings. But there is differences in terms of coating thickness, hydrophobic levels, gloss levels. Again, that's not to say that our consumer coatings aren't amazing. We think they are. And Chimera obviously can sit on top of those and give additional loveliness to them, like gloss, like chemical resistance, adding addition, certainly with V2, adding an additional layer of coating on top that's substantial, rather than it being fully a polymeric coating. So yeah, that's why it exists. When we're creating a system of products, so we're moving away from the term system, we call it now a framework, because a lot of the garage therapy range can be picked and tweaked to suit your business's needs and or your needs in your garage. So Chimera in itself has been made so that it can either be a standalone product or a product you go on top. Now, there's a great question by Becca. She says, where did she goes, can we talk about GT coating? Is it glossy or does it need a topper Chimera to add gloss? So that is a fantastic question. This is one of my favorite topics when I talk about coatings. In the UK, we often get the question, is it a single layer coating? Now, when you talk to me personally, whether it's a single layer coating, I get really confused with that question, because I think about the way that coatings work and the science behind it, and how you can top up the coatings with an additional layer to get the maximum thickness available for that. Now, we believe that is best practice to always do 2 layers of any coatings. Does that mean that our coatings aren't single layer coatings? They absolutely are single layer coatings, but best practice in the industry is 2 layers, because coatings form a matrix, right, where the molecules bond together, and it's a 3D matrix, right? So think of it like jelly. There's depth to it. And there's a window in which you can add more jelly into the mix before it doesn't allow any more to go in. So that window of opportunity allows you to add additional thickness and additional layer to the coating.
Yeah, I imagine if you looked at, most single layer coatings you apply them, there's going to be peaks and valleys.
Correct.
So you add that second layer to make it more uniform. And look who joined us, this guy. Where you been?
I'm so sorry, Maz. I got pulled into like a meeting.
Unacceptable, man.
Like 20 minutes before Amy decided to go live.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
He's had a hard day of training. I'm like, let's just jump on.
It's all good. So yeah, absolutely right. So another reason why you want to do that second layer is, you're right. If you measure 2 points on a panel, and one of them, let's say, is 130 microns, and another section's 140 microns, well, that's a big difference in depth, right? Which you get on cars. Therefore, you need more product to cover some of those peaks, those peaks and valleys and the pores.
A valley is a good way to start that failure point. That's going to be where the weak spots are. Yeah, you're really asking, how long is that window where you should apply kind of that top coat to make sure it bonds fully?
So for our coatings, you have to leave them approximately 6 to 8 hours to cure before you apply Chimera on top. That's to avoid any issues. So there's tack-free times in coatings. So some coatings are 1 hour, some coatings are 4 hours, depending on the chemistry makeup. So any time after that is okay to top the coating, where it's hard enough to accept the top coat on top.
There you go. So yeah, going back to the two coating system, it's like the rest of the garage therapy line. Very thorough, very precise, and you're making sure you give that a good foundational layer.
let's say you're installing Orthoris or Cerberus, which is our 2-3 year coatings, right? PPF and paint. Orthoris can be used on paint as well. You can install one layer, allow it to cure, then install a layer of Chimera, or you can install 2 layers of the base coating, let's call it, right, of Cerberus, and then top it up with Chimera. Both will work. Chimera for us is like that cherry on top. It gives you that insane gloss, that slickness, that water behavior that everyone loves. You spray the water on it and it just flies off the panel, and it makes it super, super hydrophobic. So for us, it's a no-brainer to install Chimera. It's so easy. I mean, you found that, Jamie, right, on the Corvette.
100%. Like Chris M said, like what Jamie did with the Vet, I think Chimera will be the good to use on the entire car. After, he comes in, after a year or two, they're looking a little dingy. You just clean it up, top coat,
Done.
and it's easy peasy. And like I was telling you before the podcast, Chimera has a heft to it. You're not just putting on this almost what feels like water, what some top coats in the industry feel like. The Chimera definitely has some heft to it.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a top coat when I applied it.
When you apply it,
real coating.
Yeah.
I
That's
feel
the
like
difference.
you guys put some respect in her name. She doesn't
Yeah.
like it cheap and dirty. You got to take your time with her. Like, because even I saw you said it was easy. Why I was like, it's substantial. It's not hard to apply. I'm just saying it's a real coating.
You feel it when for sure.
Yep.
And that's quite a good way to describe why we have a version 2, because with our V1 it was very much like you said. You apply it on there. It was a polymeric coating. You apply it on there. It's quite a light coating. You massage it in. It wipes off with ease. With V2, what we wanted to do is add that crystalline layer to it to really give it some substantial durability, and make it last a year. I mean, the amount of times that you see manufacturers claim that their top coats will do a year and they don't. I just got fed up of that. I just thought, why do we have to accept that as the norm? It shouldn't be the norm.
Exactly.
And it goes to that ethos that we were talking about. If there's a low point on the coating and it needs topping up, then you want something with heft to top it up. You don't just want a sprinkling of dust.
Yeah, or just a spray and wipe type of product, which some companies offer. You just spray wipe once a year, you're good to go. With Chimera, you're putting down a hefty foundation that you can kind of bona fide to your clients.
Yeah, I mean, you see these claims, don't you, with coatings, right? They'll say 8 years, 6 years, 7 years, 5 years.
There's fine print to it.
Yeah, there's fine print to it, and with any claim, right? There's mileage dependent, environment dependent, user dependent, dog dependent, you name it, kid dependent.
The water you use dependent.
Yeah, everything's dependent. And what you want is a product that you can rely on, that is easy to apply but has heft to it and really does top up that coating and look after it. It's like your skin, right? You go out in the sun. I've got Mediterranean blood, so I tan quite well. But you want to put that sunscreen on, and if you're going to put on a factor 5 instead of a factor 30, obviously the factor 5 isn't going to be as good, right? You're going to burn still. So
got to top up.
Got to top up.
So yeah, and it gives you that candied look too. It's a beautiful top coat. The look, the feel, the camera. You can see it in the camera in my video, but I'm telling you, it still doesn't justify what it looks like in person.
Especially once it cures, like as the hours go on and you look at it, it really comes into it. So,
sorry, I missed it, Maz. When's the wash time on that? When can I hit it with like a pH neutral soap? Did we say that already? I'm sorry.
No, not yet.
So, good question. In theory, you'll be fine after 48 hours, but I wouldn't. I would avoid putting anything on it as long as possible. I mean, anyone who's putting on a coating and deciding to wash it within 2-3 days, that's not really good unless you've had an accident or something's happened on the car, right?
Yeah, we're just anal. Like a lot of people just like washing cars, right? So you'll say still wait for the full like 5 days.
I would wait personally. Yeah, because as we said, it's got heft to it, so you have to allow it to cure. It will cure within 1 or 2 days. It will cure in 1 or 2 days, but throw caution to the wind. Wait as long as you can before you hit it with soap.
Another thing, you get the big old 50 ml bottle, and I've been using this bottle for like that was probably the 4th car I've used it on. So like it stretches the long way. A lot of bang for your buck with it.
Value. We always say quality, value, performance, and value can come in many forms, right? And one of them is volume.
And I applied it to everything, so I didn't read that on the label or nothing. I just applied it to everything. Is that safe to do?
Yeah, you've done a bit of an off-label use.
Yeah,
so you can,
I applied it to everything.
Yeah, you can apply it to glass. You can apply it to anything you want. Really, it's that versatile. You can apply it to anything. It won't do much for plastics. I've got to admit, it won't do much for plastics.
Yeah.
How about Cerberus? Is it the same idea? You can apply it to everything from glass, plastic.
All our coatings can be applied to glass.
Okay.
And plastics and paint. Where the difficulty comes when you start saying you can apply it to glass is, how new are people's wipers? How well is the glass being maintained? What's the temperature like? What's the wiper speed? As an example, I didn't have any coatings on one of my personal cars, and if I push the wiper mechanism down once, the speed is different to the position 1 on the stalk for it to continuously wipe. But so the once pull on the stalk just to do one wipe, the speed is such that it makes the wiper judder. If I click it on the one position and it's continuously moving, it doesn't judder. So it's just like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yep, exactly.
However, there's a fix to it. If you are getting wiper judder after applying any coating, Sigma 1-to-1 or QD, problem fixed.
Boom.
On the blades?
No, on the glass.
On the glass.
Never.
Wait. So I apply. This is great. This is a great tip. So I apply it, right? So you know how a lot of people used to tell you, put the coating on the blade. I hate doing that because it's terrible.
It's ridiculous.
So
that's
you're
what
saying
a lot of companies say, put it
apply
on the
coating and then take Sigma, spray it on, wipe it in, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Right away, or how long?
No, you've got to let the coating cure, right?
Okay.
So you don't want to start mixing in another water-based chemical into, a solvent-based coating for one. So allow it to cure. You can. I would wait 2-3 hours and then you can apply it on top if you think it won't judder. I've used them many times on my screens and they don't judder. But if it does, then you can apply Sigma or QD whenever you want.
Nice. Becca had a good question. So GTS Pro coatings, do you have some not available in the US? GT holding out on us. So walk us through the whole coating range. So then we'll get in the Q&A and we'll be more aligned with the full range when we start talking about it in depth.
Yeah. So we have, starting with, we have a trim product called Tartarus, which we are going to release to the general public. That was a pro only product, and we're changing that. So it's a consumer product now as well, because we're getting a lot of requests to have a dedicated trim coating. So I'll hit you guys up on that. And when we launch it,
I can add it to the order I sent you.
Yeah. The next product we have is called Hades. Hades is our wheel coating. That is a 2 years plus coating, very easy to apply, as good as any wheel coating on the market, in our humble opinion. Especially when you look at the ease of application and then its performance afterwards. Hades V2 shares the same chemistry as our pro coatings. our next coating product is Orthoris, which is our paint and PPF coating. This is a fantastic product for any car, really. It's really technically it's a 3-year coating, but if you want to get those 3 years, definitely apply 2 layers. But this is a product you can apply on everything, and it's really easy to apply, super slick. The water behavior is fantastic, really keeps the car clean. It's just a great product that is stress-free on there. So and that's why we stress on the packaging that it's PPF and paint, because it can be applied to anything. This is our coating that's quite flexible. So the hardness of it is 3.5 H, and it will expand and contract quite nicely with the PPF and the paint. It's got quite a lot of deflection, so it will have a little bit of self-healing as well in the sun, which is quite cool.
Nice.
And that helps with the PPF as well.
Could you use this as like an alternate top coat besides Chimera 2?
No, because
it has to be base layer. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be a base layer. I mean, it depends on the coating, right? If the coating's old enough and it can accept it, then maybe. But
you can use it as a shop that does both PPF and ceramic coatings. Yeah, because it'll work. It'll be like the one and done kind of. I don't want to say it like that because I'm not trying to degrade what you're saying, but it's like the one and done. So if you're a shop or you're a detailer, you're like, okay, guys, I don't want to have to carry 2 or 3 products. You know what I'm talking about? You buy a ton of this and you let it ride. It works for everything.
So what the heck is Orthoris? What is that?
I can explain the names. So Orthoris is the 2-headed dog that Perseus sees in Clash of is it Clash of the Titans? Is it
Clash of Titans? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why it's a 2-headed dog is because it's in a single layer we say 2 years, but if you dual layer it, you'll get 3 years quite easily out of it. No sweat.
Nice.
Cerberus is the 3-headed dog.
Okay. I see where this is going now.
3-year plus coating is also the first of our 3 coatings when we launched it as well. And the artwork in our leaflet in there is all hand drawn by Roger.
I'll be dang. Look at that.
Are you for real?
Yeah.
Look at Roger, dude. He needs to make a manga.
So yeah.
What a talent.
Yeah. I mean, he's a very talented boy. So yeah, Cerberus is a 3-headed dog. It's also, as I took you through our range as well, Chimera is the like half goat, half lion, half snake, half everything. So it's a hybrid, and that's exactly what it is. It's like a hybrid top coat.
So the names are super intentional.
It's got a bit of everything. Yeah, all the names are super intentional. Yeah, absolutely. And it adds a little bit of fun to it, and there's real meaning behind the names. Hades, the reason why it's called Hades is because it's the underworld, the car, the wheel where it gets hot and stuff like that. And you can use it to coat the suspension components, undercarriage components, and stuff like that.
Hey, Mark, I got a couple questions about your products too. So I've been doing wheel coatings with spray on, air.
Oh boy, why are you doing that?
No, I'm using airbrush, bro. Let me relax.
You got a good mask.
I mask up, bro. So I use airbrush. Can I put Hades a little bit in to airbrush it on, or do you suggest hand wipe and apply?
You can do if you want. I'm not a fan of spraying any coating. I don't care what any manufacturer says about spraying these chemicals in the air.
Yeah, I like getting high, Moz. I sit there and sniff it all because I want it all. I'm like,
oh boy.
No, you can, and a lot of our detailers do. We just say wear the right PPE, wear a face mask, wear glasses, wear that hazmat suit. Do what you need to do.
Definitely, you got to PP up. You got to cover all your skin because if it's on you, it's in you. You don't want none of that action.
All right, guys.
It's a bad idea, dog. It's a bad idea.
I thought your head was a little bit shiny, Eddie.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Effed up. All right. I saw it on TikTok, right? That's why I took TikTok away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, dang, that is a great way to just
Mark, hook him up, Mark.
To just get it done quick, because you can let it just a perfect amount of atomization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you quick wipe, bam, done. But you're saying, and I could tell by your face, don't be an idiot. Got
it. No, it's not that. Look, look, I think it's spraying a coating on is great, right? Because like you said, you get the perfect atomization, perfect coverage, gets everywhere. It promotes a really thin, even layer as well as you apply it. So it is a superior method, but we have to be grown-ups, right? There is these chemicals that have got some gnarly solvents in there, and some of these solvents, if they get into your bloodstream, can be carcinogenic and stuff like that, right? We have to be, these are serious chemicals that are sold into the industry, and you have to respect them.
Yeah, especially a garage setting where you don't have airflow.
All right, guys. I should have asked the question. I should just kept it to myself and tried it.
You went there. You went there.
You know what I should have done, Maz? I should just did it in my own, played music in the background, and lived in my own little world.
Yeah.
100%. Well, how'd it go? Did it go well?
Been spraying the shit out of your colors, like. I'm sitting there like.
You're just in a fog of coating.
Yeah, I'm in the fog. I'm embracing it, bro. I'm doing this.
God. Lord.
No, I got a mask on. I don't have, PPE doesn't fit obese people.
Yeah.
So I wear a hoodie.
If you're gonna do that, you need the whole suit.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bath towel.
Whole suit, dog. So wheel coatings, going back to the coatings, wheel coatings, what makes a wheel coating specific for wheels in your opinion? Because there's a lot of controversy around wheel coatings too.
What makes it specific? So they generally have higher solids in them. And because they have higher solids, they have a higher propensity to withstand heat. There's some additives that the suppliers will tell you they're more heat resistant than other, but let's be honest, all ceramic coatings can withstand extreme heat. Anyway, what makes wheel coatings more durable is because they have higher solids effectively than other coatings.
There you go. Pretty straightforward.
It's a difficult one to answer because it always comes down to what type of coating is it? Is it a polysiloxane coating? Is it a silicon carbide coating where it's reliant on sol gel process? Is it it just depends on how it's manufactured.
So there you go. What that goes into what's the base of the GT coatings?
Yeah. So we most of them are hybrids, right? So we have a lot of organic and inorganic coating chemistry in there. And we have titanium. We focus a lot on the titanium oxides.
There you go.
We've tried, so we've tried a lot of the like silicon carbides and stuff like that. We haven't seen. Supposedly, you get stronger bonds and things like that, but we haven't seen any substantial upgrade over and above titanium oxide. And
so there you go. Titanium. I think you're the only brand in the store right now with the titanium oxide in them. So that would lead me to believe that's why the gloss, especially on Chimera, is like another level.
Yeah, there's
I think that definitely bumps it up.
Like inorganic coatings, especially, they have quite unique features. One of them is being tensile strength. Another one is how do I say it? Photocatalytic properties. So the way in which the light interacts with the coatings is a little bit different than organic coatings. The benefit of organic coatings is you get a lot more thickness. That's why we sort of hybridize our coatings to try and get the balance, the flow. Right.
Yeah, you can tell when you use them. There's something a little different about them, and that explains it right there. So beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think Becca said, "Why are we holding out on the US with pro coatings?" There is reasons for that. One is we weren't in America when we launched the pro coating, so there's that. Another reason is that because we made all the coatings ourselves, it took us, like internally, our pro coatings are on version 11 and 10.
Oh gosh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been working on these for fucking the last, excuse my language, sorry, the last 5 years.
Hey, Moss, so when you come though, can we do? I don't mean to throw you into the wind without a parachute.
Yeah.
When you come to the US, because you are coming, can we film the pro certification and put it on the We Are Detailing app, and then have people go through that?
We need to discuss it. How we're going to go and treat that going forward.
Because we could make it so we block every lesson off that they have to finish it before they could purchase it.
Yep. Maybe it gives them a special link or something at the end.
Yeah. We can. I'm up for doing something like that. Our intention obviously is to get our pro coatings out there in the US. But what we want to do is make sure that if we set up a professional network in the US, that is, it's managed correctly.
Yep. All right, let's get into some Q&A action.
There's a lot of questions, Moz, and
lots of questions.
Some of it are the same. Look at this.
You start talking about coatings, and they started coming in.
I'm gonna say this, Moz. Hey, I'm gonna say this. All right, next question. All right, question.
And that is a big plan with the app coming into 2026. So we'll get it mapped out for you, and we're gonna talk it.
Got my Osmos to hand.
Becca Green. Can we talk GT? Oh yeah, we already answered this. Is it glossy? Does it need to be a topper Chimera to add the gloss? So I'm guessing she was talking about
Chimera gloss was nuts.
It's look, Cerberus and Ulthrus on their own are just, that you get everything with them. Obviously we'll focus on those the next time we do this. But you really do get a wonderful coating that punches way above their weight. Fine, we say 3-year coating, and people look at that and think, oh, only 3 years. But I think if you did some side-by-side comparisons, they would be up there with some really established brands.
3 is just more of the honest approach to label.
Well, it's,
in my opinion,
it's the industry sort of damned if the way that we market coatings, we're damned if you do and damned if you don't. My 3 years might be like dog years compared to your 3 years, right? It's how many miles does a car do? Where do you park it? How do you look after the car? Do you take it to a car wash? Do you spray T.H.O.R on it? Do you rub on it unnecessarily? There's ways that you can measure the durability of coatings. You obviously got coating thickness, you got the hardness, which is one factor. You've got deflection, you've got the elasticity of a coating, that layer that you put on top on there. There's lots of different factors that determine the longevity and durability of a coating. But you have to put a number on it, and whether it's years or miles, as I said, my years might be like dog years, your years might be like cat years, and someone else's years might be like human years. It's all different, and it's the same with mileage. The route that I do, my 40 miles that I do to work every day, isn't going to be the same as your 40 miles that you do driving to Walmart.
The variables.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the coating companies are sort of damned if they do, damned if they don't. True. What I'm disappointed with, I'm going to be honest, is the wild claims on years. Like, and this is no disrespect to anyone who's released a coating and put a long lifetime, but how do you know that the coating can last 8 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Prove it to me. How do we know?
If coating I put on the other day, Moz, I saw the customer back after like a year and a half, and I told the guy, I was like, if I'll warranty my work up to a year, you gotta come see me, dog. Like,
yeah.
The guy decided
to check in.
Go Casper. You know what I'm talking about? Full Casper. Like he could feel his presence, but he ain't in the building. Yeah. It was like that. He comes back, and the whole hood looks like he's been camping under like oak trees, sap. He's like, it's not beating. I'm like, no, really.
The layer of
only
sap
God can make that hood beat. Like he would.
I mean, I've seen some hailstorms in the States that, you know, you'll think you're watching like the 10 Commandments all over again with like the, you know, I don't want to make it a controversy thing, but I think that the industry needs to calm down on some of the claims and be more realistic. But it's our job to be like that, right? It's our job to pass judgment on that.
Yep. There you go. Becca Green, do I have to polish to apply Chimera? Can you just wash and apply it? What's your thoughts on that?
Depends on the quality of your paint. How well do you want it to bond? What is your expectation? Do you really want it to last a year or not?
Those are all good points.
If you're layering over contamination, are you expecting it to last a year?
Yeah.
It's like, I always say this to people. If you lay a coating on strawberry jam or Jello, as you guys would call it, right? How long do you think it's going to last for? How long do you think it's really going to stick, or is it going to slide off the car eventually?
Definitely sliding off the car.
Yeah.
It ain't sticking to Jello, Miles. Jello is out.
Yeah.
Love Jello.
I hate Jello. It's weird. Jiggles.
Every color man's dream. I remember watching Cosby. Hey, Maz, in the UK, did you guys watch Bill Cosby?
Yeah, of course we did. Yeah.
Every time he went to the show, pudding, I was like, I gotta buy. Every time I saw the guy say pudding, I was got a packet, made that
mug. Dark Dragon, can Chimera top any coating, and will it primarily add the gloss and the slickness?
It can do, yes. Generally, it can top any coating, yes. Primarily adds gloss and slickness, yes, absolutely. It also adds chemical resistance as well. That's a big factor. And UV, because it adds a physical layer and there's UV inhibitors in there. So, yes, it will. Now, you know, can we test every single coating on the market? No, we can't. But we haven't had reports that it can't be topped on any specific coating yet.
Yep, I think I've applied it to everything but garage therapy coating. So far, so good.
There you go. Yeah.
Becca Green, what's the chemical resistance to Cerberus?
I think it's 2 to 12 or 13. 2 to 12, I think.
Pulled it up a second ago. It was 2 to 11. It says on the website.
11. Yeah, it's probably more.
Yeah.
12. If I'm being truthful, it's probably more 12.
Yeah, you're playing it safe with those 11.
It was. I think we need to update our literature. If I'm being totally truthful on that front.
Humberto coming in. Does garage therapy have a sheeting formula like Dr. Beasley's provides the LS10 for those who would prefer sheeting over beading? What do you think about sheeting coating, Maz?
I think you need both properties to make a really good coating. So it's a great discussion. If you have too much beading, you obviously get water spots.
Yep.
All right. So you need an appropriate amount of sheeting, but sheeting on its own doesn't stop contamination building up on the surface. So there's pros and cons to it. So as an example, if you have a high surface tension car and dirt sits on it and it rains, the beads will collect that dirt and allow it to wash off the car. With sheeting, that will happen, but not as much. It takes a lot more water for that effect to happen.
Not as aggressive as the self-cleaning.
It's quite a hard thing to test, if I'm honest with you.
Because it takes a lot of water to get a good sheet off a car. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That's true too. Like Maz, like a lot of people love sheeting. And I was thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
The only time that would benefit you is torrential downpour.
Yeah.
Well, here's my point. Here's my point. Do you remember, and I hate to name drop, but this is an apt point. There was a gentleman called DPC, Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Protection. I think there was some controversy back in many years ago now.
Yep.
And I think he created, supposedly, I can't verify because I've never tried the product, but a sheeting only spray sealant or something like that.
And Apex Detail.
Yeah, Apex created a sheeter too.
Sprays too. Yeah.
Now my question to them is if you create a product that behaves like very clean paint, then what's the point of adding the product on there?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Only a developer could think.
I never tested them either, so I don't know myself.
Only IT people will ask questions like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No one else does. We just buy.
What's the point? Yep.
We just.
That's why I never bought them. So, Adamo, can you explain the salt resistance in your coatings, and can they withstand calcium chloride and sand abrasion like we have here in Canada?
Can I explain the salt resistance? I don't know if I can explain it, but it's resistant to it. And yes, they can withstand calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, and other stuff on there. So they've got great oleophobic performance. They do have good salt resistance to there.
Nice. Yeah, it's already snowing on Adamo up there.
That's a good question, though. Can I explain it? It makes me want to see if I can explain it one day.
Because when you think salt resistant, right? It's kind of like when they think like flame retardant, like they're not immune to getting burned. What it'll reduce it'll give you X amount of time before you get cooked. Does that make sense? So when we think of salt, like how much salt is enough salt before the coating's like I can't withstand?
Well, salt is corrosive, right?
Yeah.
So it comes down to thickness of the coatings, how well the coverage is. What someone's application, and I'll go through this in our training, but someone's application of ceramic coating is different. Not everyone, believe it or not, no matter how many cars that they've applied coatings to, applies coatings well. So, you see the crosshatch pattern, but the amount of people that I see apply way too much pressure to remove coatings, what they don't realize is that you're affecting the densification process of the coating, and you're removing a lot. Correct, right? Coatings in themselves are very thin. Okay, so you can get up to 1 of coating if you have the perfect application, but no one's perfect.
Yeah.
So you always fall short of that magical number generally, depending on the coating and the technology. And a large part of that is how well you install the coating on there.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because you're still wiping around the solvent that is made to carry the coating. So it does make a lot of sense. You rub a little too hard, you're going to take a little bit off the top there.
Yeah.
Which goes back to 2-layer system. It's a good idea to go ahead and put that top coat on, and then for sure you at least thoroughly filled in the peaks and valleys.
In reference to Eddie's question, it comes down to how thick the coating is. So then the number of layers that you've applied, which is why we always say apply 2 layers. Doesn't matter, just apply 2 layers. As you said, you're going to fill in those valleys that your eye can't see better. You're going to get a flatter surface. You're going to get better bonding for sure. And then you're right, it's resistance, and salt is corrosive. So it's only going to resist or repel for so long before it's in effect. We have, with our chemist, there has been prolonged tests on this for months on end, and it does work. It won't stop it completely, but it definitely works. We have sheets of what's it called? Forget the metal types. We have various different metal sheets that we conduct these types of tests on, and corrosion resistance does work. Spread that way. And salt resistance is a similar thing, because salt encourages corrosion. So yeah. Sorry,
bumped my mic and unplugged, so hold on. Mike's bad.
He's not used to using a real computer.
Right. Yes, right. So this was Rick Smith coming in. Interesting how important not only the quality coating, but also the quality install.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which goes back to
I've probably installed more coatings than most people on the planet, I would say. And I don't say that lightly, just purely because of how wrong we got the coatings in the beginning and how much testing we done as individuals. And people's technique, really, you learn a lot. And I'm very what's a kind word to say that isn't a swear word? I'm very detail orientated on how you should install coatings. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Which goes back to GT training in the US. We need it. So that's what the We Are Detailing app was definitely made for. Is it available on Android yet or what? Where is this app?
Can I share my screen? Because everybody thinks I'm honey dicking them, dude. Like,
go for it. Yeah, go for it.
For some reason, Android has turned into worse than Apple. They're terrible. Like, Android used to, you could put anything on Android, they didn't give a shit. Now, they want your mom's name, your sister's name, like
blood samples.
So everyone, so we're on the same page, and I'm not trolling you. It's in review still. Nice. Look, I'll refresh it. In review still. Look, I'm gonna refresh it one more time just so you know I'm not honey dicking you. Okay. Look, it's in review.
It's coming. All right.
It's coming.
So it's submitted, it got approved. The first approval is done. It's in review. They have to go in, check the app, make sure we're not doing things illegally. Once that's done, I will announce it via email. You have my word.
Boom. So there you go. But GT training, we got some big plans cooking up for 2026 with Maz and the team. So stay on the lookout. And the We Are Detailing app, again, focused on pure education. And it's going to have a big expansion as it grows. So we're excited about it.
He gets this. He might gets it.
It's Android, enough said. Shout out to Mike G, by the way. He came out to the H2O, had us a good old time. He checked
and
out
his hair looks
with
just
us.
as good as it does.
Oh, man. Him and Josh V together. Best
him and
hair
Josh
in the game.
V was like Johnny Bravo. Hey, baby. Let me grab my phone, baby.
Becca Green asking, how long after install can we wash? We talked about 5 days.
So
let it set up.
There's a reason why companies like the incredible Labo Cosmetica and G Technique and Geon and CarPro all say 7 days.
There you go. How can we get one of those garage therapy hoodies?
So we've just spent, what would it be in dollars? Around $7,000-8,000 on merch here in the UK. These hoodies are the original hoodies we made 6 years ago, so we need to get them redone. So yeah, we'll get them made and make them available to you.
That's right. We'll get them.
I need it on a price sheet. Put on a price sheet. I'll order it today, bro. Because they look better quality than what I was doing. Hey, Maz, we got the idea. I'll talk to you offline of what we're doing for merch for Thor. Because, and then see if you're cool with that.
We'll talk about it offline because Roger's been really busy on that front.
Merch is hard.
It's merch hard. Is one of those things like
it's harder
than
making
married. Did you make the right decision? Did you not?
Becca Green, what if I coat with Cerberus, and then I want to add Sigma or CS? How long does she wait? Or is it just a bad idea in general?
No, it's fine. A lot of our installers do that if they need to get the coating out. You know, if they're time limited. So if they've got the car for 2-3 days and the car needs to go out, what we say is you can install Sigma or CS an hour or two after installation.
Nice. 2 layers. Is it a 4-hour wait? When does he apply that second layer of the base coat?
No. So this is most coatings, if not all coatings, really the ideal window is 1 to 2 hours. Some pro coatings you have to wait 2 hours because they're a lot thicker coatings. So I always say 1 to 2 hours. Don't wait 4 hours. You're more than likely going to be too late by that point in time.
Start rejecting it.
Yeah, because you don't know that, in a humidity controlled environment, fine, but coatings can cure at different rates depending on the environment.
Mm-hmm. Boom. Does the quick detailer, I guess, mask the coating hydrophobics?
No. No, the reason why we have hydrophobics in our QD is one, I don't want to put inert silicone on the surface, and two, I want to enhance what's already there. So it enhances what's there, it doesn't take away.
Nice. What's the shelf life coatings unopened and after opening?
Unopened years, quite a few years, I would say.
Just make sure there's a chunk in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's coatings can last for many years if they're unopened.
Yep.
After opening, that's a tough question. We'll say officially up to 12 months. I've had coatings that have been good for like 2-3 years, to be honest. You know, not just GT, multiple brands.
Yeah, same.
But you can tell if you start seeing bits inside or if the solvent starts yellowing, you know it's on its way out.
Yeah, if you see anything weird in the bottle, that's when time to chunk it.
Yeah,
definitely.
I can't see. I just let it ride.
I have one that was an experimental coating from about 1.5 years ago, and it is completely just gel.
Yeah,
it won't drip or nothing no more. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So if I apply Cerberus, then let it cure 6 to 8 hours before Chimera, is it Chimera bonding with Cerberus, or is it just on top of Cerberus?
It will bond. Well, it will physically bond to the surface. It won't molecularly bond to Cerberus. There's a big difference.
Is the app live on Android? Gotta pop it up. It's coming. It's coming any minute now. Hold the door. Becca Green, is Cerberus rainbowing or sweating type coating? Wipe on, wipe off, or let it cook a minute or two?
Hades is a sweaty type product. Cerberus and Orthros are rainbow type products.
There you go. Nice. What's the big difference there? Sweating versus rainbow type coating?
It's the solvents, the carriers.
The solvent carrier.
Yeah. And it depends what type of siloxane that's in there as well can make a difference.
I've seen on the internet some people actually will think like a sweating coating will wind up being more durable than like a rainbow. Is there any truth to that? In your opinion, what do you think?
It depends if it's organic or inorganic siloxane, and or the type of curing. So some coatings require UV curing, so they'll behave differently on the panel. Other coatings, I'm forgetting the terminology for this now, effectively react with oxygen and or water for them to start their curing processes. Our polysiloxane / sol-gel based coatings, the catalyst is oxygen for that, so they will behave differently depending on the type of technology we're using. Or I say technology, chemistry we're using.
Miles, do you want to hear a nightmare that I had?
What's your nightmare?
And I want to tell everybody this. This is when you have to ask questions. So I had a 2-part coating I did 2 years ago.
A 2-part, so a semi-hydrophobic base coat and a top coat?
Yeah, well, I say yes. I don't know. I say yes because it was like, resin. One was like a resin layer. The other one was a hydrophobic layer. You're right.
Yeah.
But they told me it should cure right away. Blah, 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 blah. I put this mug on a brand new Jeep. Like these were when the Jeeps were coming out with the cool design. They're like gray. I left it in the garage 24 hours. When it left, it was still sticky.
Oh.
When he was driving down the street, all the sand wind hit it and stuck to the coating.
So it needed some UV light or something.
They didn't sell us on the UV. They didn't tell us it was UV light. But
it sounds like the curing mechanism is not. They didn't tell you the full story of how they've made the coating. Yeah.
This is part 1 of the nightmare. Then he calls me drunk at like midnight, and he goes, "Hey, what the hell happened to my car?" Because he talks like that. I go, "What's up? What's up?" First I say, "What's up?" Because you're trying to ease the moment. Because I'm like, when he calls late, either he found out something or he wants something. He goes, "Hey, what the hell happened to my car?" "Oh, I touched it. Feels like there's sand all over my car." "What happened? You've done all my cars before, never felt this bad." I go, "Oh, okay. Bring it back." Come to find out, he brings it back. I had to wet sand the whole car.
Oh,
No.
I was about to say, how do you fix that?
So did it cure then? So by the time it came back, it cured.
Because he brought it back. It was in the sun for like 4 hours, and it was like he brought that.
So
mug
the UV from the sun cured
it. He brought it back, Maz. And you know how you buff it? You go, I could just buff this off and reapply, rewash it.
Sorry, bro. You seem hurt by it still to this day.
Yeah, I'm still it's kind of like finding out like the girl of your dreams cheating on you. Kind of salty about it because I lost all the money I made on it because now I spent 2 days butt taking it.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. That's just unfortunate.
Should have put some GT on it.
Yeah, I should have put Cerberus on it.
Over the top.
Yeah. A couple more questions and we'll wrap this bad boy up.
Yep.
Adamo sounds like Chimera would be a great warranty topper to extend longevity of a coating or certain parts of the car seem to fail sooner than others.
Definitely. It will extend the life of your coating for sure when you use Chimera. It will.
100%. Andrew coming in. Not sure if this is true, but doesn't T.I.O.2 or isn't T.I.O.2 more, I guess, better on metallic style paints?
No, because it doesn't touch metallic paints. It doesn't touch the metallic in the paint. It touches the clear coat. And you shouldn't put ceramics generally on single stage cars because of the absorption. Now there is, I think it was Brian actually from Apex that I saw used some acrylic type product from Phoenix. Is it Phoenix they're called?
Yeah, I usually put an LSP on single stage paint. I don't steal it with the coating because it causes problems.
Yeah, but basically, single stage paints will soak up to 15 of that top layer, so you're not going to generally get a good finish. Doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just not great.
Big question right here
from Extreme. There you go. Yeah, Brandon, I think answered it. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Pre-Phoenix. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Guys. Everything is ordered.
Yeah. Ceramic spray. What's the ETA?
I didn't send Maz the right order. I did mess up. I own that.
No. It's our fault as well. So it's not just you.
I sent it all. We got it all. I'm telling you, this is a huge restock. Gallons first, and then we're in a huge restock.
I'm going to be honest with the ceramic spray. We're holding off manufacturing more because we're working on something potentially new, but it might not come off. That's the reason why we're holding off.
Okay.
And if we do click the go button on the new thing, then we don't want to send you the old thing.
Right.
Basically. Being cryptic, but yeah.
I do have a citrus. I do have a 1 liter of citrus from Garage Therapy. I'm taking any taker starting at $80.
Yeah, dude. $80. Everyone's wanting the citrus back in stock.
How about 300? B Riley, I'll sell it for 300 and then pay shipping.
There you go. So that rolls into the final question. Anything new from GT coming? You just gave us a hint about the ceramic sprays being worked on. Anything else?
Well, I'm going to caveat that. Unless it's right, we won't release it, and it might. And we've been working on it for a while, so I'm going to make a call on that soon as to what we're going to do with that. Are there new products? Absolutely, there are. There's a whole bunch on the cusp of being ready. A whole bunch.
I'm hoping they have more hand-drawn pamphlets from Roger in there. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. There is.
Nice.
There's some really cool stuff coming, and we need to get it to you first before we announce it. Let's put it that way.
I like that a lot. There you go, everybody. That wraps us up. Chimera V2 was the hot topic of choice this week, and it's a banger. So if you've been sleeping on it, go check it out. 25% off right now on Black Friday. Once a year, everybody. This is a crazy sale. So take advantage. Check it out. Maz, you got anything for them on the way out?
No. All good. Buy Chimera V2. It's a fantastic product. Thank you very much for having me again and chatting. Really enjoyed it.
Yep. And we'll be back sooner than later with another hot garage therapy topic. And we got some big plans coming in 2026. So stay tuned, everybody. Android people, calm down. It's coming, all right?
Wait. There's a question. Maz, you got to answer this.
Hold on. Oh, a sim? You got a sim back there, Maz?
Yeah, dude. He's got a whole racing gear. He's racing the shit out of that thing, Maz.
I like Assetto Corsa Competizione is my primary sim.
Above my head. Above my pay grade.
Does it move with you, Maz? Does it shake like you're on rocks?
No, I've got haptics on it, though.
It's like the Wizard of Oz at Vegas. Like, you feel it.
Yeah. The tornado.
You feel it in your butt,
in there.
as they say, in your ass.
When I do it, Maz, my whole body tends to gyrate. All right, everyone. Take care. Have a good night.
That's all we got. See you on the next one, everybody. Appreciate you.
Okay.